Welcome to Little Silver, one of the smaller towns in the eastern part of Monmouth County. It's lesser known than places like Rumson and Ferry, but absolutely not to be overlooked if you're looking for a seashore New England style lifestyle. Now, we're going to cover everything today if you're considering relocating here, from utilities to commuting to shopping and dining, and make sure that you can have a better feel for exactly what it's going to be like to live here, but more importantly, what it's like to actually move here. And make sure you subscribe down below, hit that button so you can come back and reference this at multiple points during your moving process, because we're going to cover things like town hall and zoning and taxes and utilities that you're going to find really necessary as you're getting close to actually closing on that new property you own. So what should you expect about moving here? Little Silver is the most New England of all the towns here in Monmouth County. It's got that small Main Street vibe to it. It's a small community. It's really close to mass transportation. It has its own train station here in town as well. And it's got that mix of New England architecture that's both old and classic with some of the riverfront estates and some of the newer open floor plans of the Seashore Colonials in the area as well. Many of the people looking to buy here are coming from Manhattan, Jersey City, and Hoboken. But over the last 6 years or so, we have seen more people coming from Brooklyn and Staten Island. Young families make up the biggest contingent of home buyers in this market. So let's talk about how close or far you are from some of the bigger cities that you need to get to. So you're about 40 minutes from Staten Island and about an hour from Brooklyn, about an hour and 15 to Manhattan, and then you're about an hour and 30 to Philadelphia and about 3 hours to Baltimore. Let's talk about Town Hall. So Town Hall is located in downtown Little Silver, which is literally about 2 or 3 blocks long. It's located right in the heart of downtown, along with the fire department, the library, the police department, and pretty much every other thing you're going to need in town, all within a 2 to 3 block radius. About 99% of the town is operated by city water and city sewer, public water and public sewer, although there are some estates along the Shrewsbury riverfront that still do have septic systems, whether they're connected or not. You just have to do that as part of your due diligence where you're doing your inspection of the property, but you do have the ability to connect those estates to the public water or public sewer system if they're not already set up that way. So the electricity provider for Little Silver is going to be JCP&L, which covers all of Monmouth County. It's Jersey Central Power and Light. That's going to cover the entire town. Now, you do have overhead power lines here through the majority of Little Silver, which is just part of the New Jersey antiquated electrical system. So you do, unfortunately, with big storms, have to worry about sometimes power outages because the lines aren't run underground through the entire county. Now, another thing to note is because you live so close to the water here and you have a high water table, it is definitely worth adding a natural gas backup generator to your property here, because even if you don't sit along the waterfront, if you have a property that does have sump pits and you're worried about when the power goes out not having those sump pits working, it is a blessing to have the natural gas backup generator to make sure that you have peace of mind whether you're home or traveling. You're lucky enough that the town of Little Silver covers both garbage removal and recycling. It's already factored into your taxes. Only way you'd have to pay for that on your own would be if you have a large estate that has gates on it and you really want to have more often pickup for garbage or recycling, and then you could hire a private company, but it's really unnecessary. Gas is the next utility we're going to cover, and that's covered by NJNG, or New Jersey Natural Gas, which covers our entire area as well. It's a very easy utility to set up before you actually close on your property, but if you are inspecting a property, please make note of the fact that because Little Silver is a 100-year-old town, and there's a good variety of houses in town that were built before 1960, there are a lot of USTs or underground storage tanks or old oil tanks that can be found in the ground here. So regardless on what property you're buying, make sure you do an oil tank sweep. And if you need a recommendation, obviously you can reach out to us about that. But I'll tell you a little story here. It's not just for older homes. We had a client who was very close to buying a brand new under construction property, and we found out that the builder actually did not know there was an oil tank buried in the backyard because he didn't do his due diligence when he bought the property. There ended up being a leak from this. We backed away from the property because it was going to be a multiple tens of thousands of dollars of cleanup necessary, and it was going to slow down the entire build. And it was a real blessing that we found out about that oil tank at the yard. So definitely make sure you do your due diligence. Even if it's on a new property, make sure you do a sweep for yourself, because sometimes the companies that have done them in the past have missed them. Nobody can live without their TV. Despite having all the streaming services that I have, I still need my local stations in order to keep up to date on everything that's going on. If you're in Little Silver, you have one option for that's going to be Xfinity or Comcast. So I'm sure you also have Fios. That is an option in about half of the town, so it's not available everywhere, but Xfinity and Fios are going to be your cable providers. Well, a lot of people who move to Little Silver do choose to commute via ferry to get to the financial district in New York City. More people choose Little Silver because of its access to the train station. If you commute to Midtown and need to take the train, having the access to the Little Silver train station is a huge bonus that you don't get in towns like Ferry and Rumson, because you're just a little bit further away and it adds extra time to your commute in the morning and in the afternoon. If, however, you do choose that you want to take the ferry into Manhattan, either financial district or the east side, you do have 3 different options. So the ferry either stops in Belford or in Highlands and Atlantic Highlands, all of which are somewhere between a 10-minute and an 18-minute drive. Now, if you're to drive into wherever you're going, whether it's north or south of the Garden State Parkway, you are about a 12 to 13-minute drive from Little Silver to get out to the Garden State Parkway to head north or south. You need to travel via airport. Newark is going to be your closest airport. It's an international airport, and you can get there in just under an hour. You could also get to Philadelphia in about an hour and 30 minutes, and sometimes people choose to fly out of Philly because the flights might be more readily available or might actually be a little bit less expensive for just a 30-minute longer drive. You do also have Atlantic City Regional Airport that does have some big flights that leave from there, and that's about an hour and 15 to hour and 20 minutes. Now, if you're flying local jet travel, you can get to either the Monmouth Regional Airport, which is in Wall Township, and that's about a 15 to 18-minute drive, or you could drive up to Teterboro, which is a little bit over an hour and 15 minutes to get up there, and probably the most popular jet travel destination in the tri-state area. Like any good small town, you're going to have your pediatricians and local primary care physicians and chiropractors all located in town, and some other options in the local towns surrounding you. You're looking for specialty care, those are going to be located closer to the hospitals. Your biggest hospital is going to be Jersey Shore Medical Center, which is the trauma center and the most prestigious hospital in our area. You do also have some local community hospitals like Riverview Medical Center, which is located right in Red Bank, and a pretty easy destination if you just have to make an ER visit. And you also have Monmouth Medical Center located in Long Branch, which isn't too far away either. One last little note here is there is a Memorial Sloan Kettering facility located in Middletown, which is a huge bonus for any cancer patient undergoing treatment. You don't have to head all the way back into Manhattan to go to MSK. You have that option only about 18 to 20 minutes away off exit 114 in Middletown. So relating to religious worship, you're going to have 2 options here in town. One of them is going to be the St. John's Episcopal Church, and the other one's going to be the Embry United Methodist Church. Now, if you're looking for Catholic churches or other churches or even synagogues, there are some options literally within 5 to 8 minutes. I'm going to get into those right now. So right next door in Fairhaven, you have the Church of the Nativity, as well as the Christ Church United Methodist Church. And in Rumson, you've got some good options also. So just a little bit further down the road into Rumson, you have the First Presbyterian Church, St. George's by the River, and the Holy Roman Cross Roman Catholic Church as well. And you have Congregation B'nai Israel, which is the Jewish synagogue that's located in Rumson also. Thanks for hanging with me. Make sure you hit the little save button down below here so you can reference that while you're under contract on your new home purchase. And in the description down below, you'll see a link to download our 8 weeks till moving day checklist. We've done this a few thousand times, so let us make this easier for you. Whether or not Little Silver or one of the other towns here in central New Jersey is what you've locked in on as the place you want to move, our team here at the 10 Over Realty Group would love to be a part of that. Please make sure to give us a call at 201-903-1666 so we can help you.
Thanks for checking out Little Silver with us. If you're thinking about making a move, make sure to download the Little Silver Relocation Guide via the link below. We go into deeper detail with specific restaurants that we like, as well as spas and gyms that are in the area to give you even more detail about moving to the area. You can download that again at the link below. And if you're thinking about making this a reality, reach out to us. We'd love to discuss your plans and make sure that your move to Little Silver and Monmouth County in general is done with confidence. Lastly, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you can check out the new videos we drop every week about Monmouth County. See you on the next one.